Hello, 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 and welcome back to Let the Healing Take Hold. I have to tell you that this has really been very helpful for me to talk through some of the things that I have so far. I'm very excited to see what type of feedback and reaction I receive from putting this series out there. But let's go ahead and dive right in. For those of you who don't know, this is a 5-part audio series designed to provide a little insight into how to start the healing process by learning more about yourself and your needs. I will also be sharing some things about myself, my struggles, and how I am managing or have managed them. And while you're here, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe because we'd love to have you. If you haven't already listened to the introduction, part 1 through 4, please be sure to check it out. Let's get started. Today is part 5. How? How to get unstuck and allow the healing to take hold. Now, there's something that I do when I need to process my thoughts. I'm dealing with an issue or I'm having to make decisions about some things and I'm finding that it's a little challenging. I also suggest this when I'm helping someone else work through their problems. I call it clock processing. What the heck is clock processing? Well, in general, instead of thinking about things long term, sometimes you have to break them down into manageable blocks of time. If thinking about something that you need to do the next day is causing too much stress, then consider what needs your attention by the end of the day. If that's too stressful, then think about what needs your attention within the next 4 hours. Again, if that is too much, then what needs your attention within the next hour might be more manageable for you. You just keep breaking down the blocks of time until you reach a manageable block of time that creates the least amount of stress. Why is that important? Because sometimes we can have so many things to do, so many irons in the fire, things on our plate, that just thinking about them becomes stressful. It can cause you to be stuck. And when you're stuck, you can't think, you can't process, even little things become difficult. But by breaking down your blocks of time into manageable pieces, it's kind of like cutting up a steak. You're not going to take the whole piece of steak and shove it in your mouth. You're going to cut it up into bite-sized pieces so that you can chew the food, swallow the food, and your body can digest the food, right? So the next thing to do is make a commitment to yourself to focus on whatever needs your attention for that block of time that you deemed doable. What you decide on will need to be tracked in a journal, notebook, or something that you can refer back to. Now, this is important because you want to have something to refer back to in order to determine if you're making progress. So if you don't keep track of, say, for example, the blocks of time, what needs your attention, and if you got the task completed, the next time you have to do this, and I suggest doing it daily, you won't be able to look and see, okay, I can only manage an hour. Whereas now I can manage 4 hours or the whole day, right? Journaling is something that I've always believed to be very important and very helpful because it holds you accountable and it helps you to stay consistent. Okay? So now we're going to use this as an example. It's 9 o'clock and I just realized that I have a bunch of things on my to-do list. As I'm reviewing the list, I then realize that I left off a few tasks. I sit back in my chair feeling like there is absolutely no way that I'm ever going to get all this done. So what do? The way that I process this information is by prioritizing what has to get done versus what can wait until tomorrow. Those things that have to get done are starred, and I put them at the top of the list as the most urgent. Then I think on top of this list, I have to go to the grocery store, gas up my car, pick up my dry cleaning, and stop by the pharmacy. Now what? Well, first things first, I can't worry about what happens after work. I need to focus. So I want to take my lunch by noon, which means that I have 3 hours to get as much done as possible. I take a look at the top 5 chores, and I see that there's 3 of them that usually take me about 15 minutes. So, okay, that's 45 minutes right out the gate, leaving me 2 hours and 15 minutes to get the other 2 items done. Oh, I can do that. So I'm making my notes and I'm ready to go. This is how I manage and knock out my responsibilities on a daily basis. Most of the time I get finished much quicker than expected, and I can start on those other things that were scheduled for the next day. I find that if you do this in every aspect of your life, it will create healthy habits that will keep you on track. What about the after work stuff, right? Well, there's a grocery store close to home with a gas station. Got a twofer. The pharmacy is on the way home, and as far as the dry cleaning, that can wait until tomorrow when I have no other errands to run. You see, it all works out, and it can work out for you too. I want to take the time to thank you for joining me on this series, Let the Healing Take Hold. If you want to learn more tools to help you get unstuck and let the healing take hold, this journey will continue through the membership on my YouTube channel with the next leg of the series, and the healing continues. This membership will include self-care content and 2 live streams per month. More benefits may become available as we move forward. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for joining me on Let the Healing Take Hold.
If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but you know we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.